funk. Thoughts deep, boy steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The rain be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Well, salute everybody. Salute. Happy Wednesday to y'all. I am Urban. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream tonight. Tonight's stream, we're going to continue to talk about old Miss Rhoda, Rowdy, whoever her name is, the Somali woman, a.k.a. Brickgate, a.k.a. the lady who got hit upside the head with the brick. So we're going to continue talking about her. I got some more starting information to share with y'all tonight about her. Constance, salute. What's up, boss lady? Salute. Appreciate you tuning into the stream tonight. So yeah, we if y'all been following my podcast, I've been covering her for the past couple of days about her situation. And that situation been going viral. So since then, it been a whole lot of stuff that developed. I've seen on videos that a dude had come forward. He was saying that he was allegedly there at the event. I saw that video, but I'm too much not going to talk about that. The reason why is because, to be honest, I looked at several of this dude videos, and a lot of things that he's saying is kind of conflicting. So I'm too much not going to talk about it. I'm pretty much not going to talk about his situation until everything lines up together. Then I'll cover that. Once again, I'm that type of content creator. I always wait for things to develop, then also do my own personal research on certain topics. I don't just jump on the bandwagon or every little thing that comes out there, because you know that people are out here, they out here trying to clout chase and, get on, get on with the get on. You know how it is. So, and I don't want to be covering nothing, and I don't have the full information about. So I'm not going to too much say nothing about that until more information come out with that. But however, we still going to talk about her because it's a lot of information out there on her. Now, just like I say, I've been covering her. I gave y'all my perspective about the overall situation, which I told everyone how I felt about that. At the end of the day, I feel that the only time that black men need to protect their woman, or men period need to protect their woman, is a woman that you know. I don't agree with a man supposed to protect a woman that they don't know. That's what it is, because there's too much things happening in this world for a man to sit up here and literally try to sacrifice his life over a woman that he don't even know. And I'm just being real about it. So the whole situation, we got the whole internet on fire. One women over here talking about men, talking about men are cowards and stuff. Hell, even though my on TikTok, it been plenty of women commenting on my TikTok saying that I'm not a man, that I'm a coward, I'm a little boy, all these type of ad hominems and stuff, right? Saying things about me because I don't agree with that. For the simple fact that I'm not going to protect a woman that I don't know. It just is what it is. So I'm not going to do it. It just is what it is. Because I got too much things riding on me. My family and my friends and people that know me are depending on me, and I'm not going to do something stupid. I'm not going to do anything stupid to try to jeopardize that, which is trying to sacrifice my life over a woman that I don't even know. No, it's just not going to happen. Sorry. Now, it was also some simp dudes that was on my TikTok as well too, saying the same exact thing. Oh man, you're a coward. Oh man, you're this or that. Oh man. I'm like, okay, knock yourself out. If you want to do that, that's on you. I ain't stop you. That's your life. But for it's me, nope. No sorry, Bob. But anyway, to the main part of the show. There has been some new shocking information that came out yet again on this woman. Kind of find out that this woman has a GoFundMe. A matter of fact, I shared with y'all on the last episode that she had a GoFundMe and people were donated to her GoFundMe. All right. So, guess what? Do y'all know that this is not the only time she created a GoFundMe account? She actually have another GoFundMe account too. This GoFundMe account she created was back in 2020. All right. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about these GoFundMe accounts, and we're going to talk about how this woman is literally finessing everyone who's trying to be a part of this. All right. So let's go and jump into it. All right. So first of all, let's once again see her GoFundMe account. All right. The first GoFundMe account that I showed y'all the other night. So here's the first one. All right, so here's her first GoFundMe account. Now her GoFundMe account is at 40,000, and people are still donating to this chick. It is at $40,000 now. Wow. Now, once again, it said my good friend Rhoda was viciously attacked with a brick by a man. She refused to give her number. She was surrounded by onlookers who stood by and did nothing to help her, not even call an ambulance. The video is now viral all over Twitter, IG, and TikTok. Rhoda is a single mother and a student. She is a beautiful person who always there for others. Because of this vicious attack, she will have to manage hospital bills, therapy, and time away from work, school, and childcare while she heals mentally and physically. Unfortunately, no one stepped in to help her that night. It would mean so much if we could step up and help as she healed. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Notice that they are reiterating what happened. Notice that they keep reiterating the fact that no one decide to help her. No one decided to help her. They said it here, then they said it here too. Now, the reason why they're saying this is because they're using simple psychology to create a narrative. They want women and men to have sympathy and empathy for her. Not because of what happened to her by her getting hit with a brick, allegedly, but they want both women and men to focus on the fact that there were onlookers, there were men that were standing out there that night and did not want to help. That's what they're focused on. And that's their selling tactic. Okay? And so that's what they're doing. They're selling this, right? And so after that, all these people are donating. These people are not donating just because she got hit with a brick. They're donating because of the narrative that she's selling, which is men stood by there and didn't do nothing. Look at this. This was discussing display how little men can actually lead, protect, provide for any woman. This is their selling point. Got this simp dude right here saying, I'm so sorry, and donated $5. Look at this. Look at it. And so just like I say, she's at 40K right now. At 40K. And people are still donating to her. People are still donating to her. Constant say this on video all over people channel. So yeah, I know you've been seeing it all over the streets. I know. It's been all over the YouTube streets. Then on Constant, she said, let people talk. That's what they do on social media. They run their mouth facts. You know I'm built for this, Constant. You know I'm built for it. So it don't bother me. It don't bother me at all. So, but yeah, so. The reason why I'm pointing this out to y'all is because I want to show y'all her old GoFundMe, right? And what I want y'all to focus in on, I want y'all to focus in on the same narrative that she used back in 2020, all right? So here's her old GoFundMe account. Here it is right here. Now, her old GoFundMe account back in 2020, right, it says, help a black Muslim mother, look what it says, pay her medical bills. Look what it say, pay her medical bills. This other one, same thing. Help her recover. Because what? To manage her hospital bills. Y'all see that? Now, in this situation, she only racked up about 4,800 when this situation happened. And so here's the narrative of the story. And we're going to dive in deep to this as well, too. So the narrative is this. It says, a young black Muslim single mother was viciously, look at this, viciously assaulted by a private security in Minneapolis, sustaining multiple facial contusions. Y'all see this? Isn't this not the same type of narrative that is currently happening right now, where she allegedly got assaulted by a brick in her face? Isn't this not the same play? This cannot be, what they say, a coincidence, right? Same situation. Young black Muslim single mother was viciously assaulted by a private security in Minneapolis, sustaining multiple facial contusions, a black eye, and injury to her leg and back. She needs an estimate of $5,000 to pay for her medical bills, legal fees, a new phone, and more. Please donate if able and support the show. Thank you. If donating through GoFundMe does not work for you, guess what? We got a Cash App for you, and a Venmo, and a PayPal. And this was back in August of 2020. Look at this, y'all. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's a coincidence that she did this back in 2020? Same exact situation, medical bill, and she running the same play right now? Medical bill? What do y'all think? Oh, but it gets deeper than that, y'all. It gets deeper than that. Now, this old one back in 2020, right? Let's dive deep into that story, okay? Let's dive deep into that story. I got to put it up right here. I got receipts tonight, y'all. This is the story that they wrote about what happened to her when she was at the store, where she said the security guard allegedly assaulted her. It says, doctoral student shares her near Omar Arbery, Sean Reed experience. She compared her experience to Omar Arbery. And they posted, they have published this back in May 14, 2020. And guess what? They decide to give a characteristic of her. What defines Rhoda Osman? Well, she's black, of course. And she stayed black. It's my favorite color because I consider myself black. And so much of my life experiences are wrapped in my color. My spirit and my joy come from my blackness. And I feel like I have such great insights into my life because of my blackness. There are allures to my blackness too. I'm aesthetically a black person. Then on top of racism, there's a xenophobia I experience. The fact I'm a refuge offends people as well too. Yeah. This country was not supposed to take me in, they think. Then I'm a woman. The only people I don't feel oppressed or by other black women. Remember last night when I was revealing to y'all that she was that she was a feminist? Remember I revealed that to y'all last night? But I choose black, so I'm grateful to be black. Now, at the time of this publication, she's 29 years old at the time of this publication. Currently residing in Texas. Now, here's the story. Rhonda is a 20-year-old doctoral student currently residing in Texas. Months back, she entered a dollar store and experienced what she described as yet another day of being a black person, a Somalian, and a woman. I have been living in Texas for over a year. I have had the police call on me 3 times. 3 times. The incident is currently posted on her IG page, strewn with both supportive and racial comments from viewers. Some commenters told Osmond she should have known better than to move to Texas, possibly claiming Texas as a bigot state. Additional comment advanced President Donald Trump's bill rhetoric, while others shared supported messages towards Osmond. The issue at hand at the dollar store? Well, Osmond was speaking her native language during a phone call with her sister. And this is the alleged security guard that caused her harm. Gail, what's up with it? Salute, welcome. And also, Gail, I went onto your page too as well, Gail, and I seen your stories, and I also seen where you posted about her GoFundMe, which sparked up this conversation tonight. So salute to you, Gail. Appreciate you. But this is the security guard. I walked into the store and I was there 1 minute in an aisle with an elderly white woman. It was when I got off the phone, a manager approached me and told me they received complaints I was swearing in the store, which I agree that's what she was doing. Because if you go on her IG page, if you go on her TikTok page, that is part of her personality. That is what she do. As Osmond recalled it, the manager stated, "I heard you was using profanity." Osmond was stunned to hear that because she was speaking a completely different language, as she explained. The incident began to escalate as the manager then followed her around the store. Now, notice what it's saying. Notice she was complexed by it because she thought she could get away with cussing in the store in her native language, knowing good and well this is what she was doing. Now, once again, this is part of her personality to be the way that she is. This is absolutely part of her personality. Part of her personality is that she wants to be seen, period. She wants to be seen. She wants to be noticed. And guess what? The best place for her to do that is on social media. The best place for her to do that is to pull out her phone and go live, where she get all the attention that she wants. I want to be a bit surprised if she purposely went up into this dollar store, right? Purposely was being loud and rudely in her, just so she could have a viral moment. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, because according to all the film that she presented on her socials, that's exactly what she been doing. All right, so let's go. When I finished shopping and I approached the line to pay, the security walked up to me and told me to leave because apparently I was swearing while on the phone. For her, it was not an unfamiliar feeling. As Osmond put it, the manager and security guard waited the claim of another individual in the store over her own. They were willing to protect this person who had more rights than me. There should not be no hierarchy, she said. Eventually, the manager admitted she did not hear Osmond use profanity. Still, the manager's demeanor worsened and the situation continued to spiral. Because when black people are right, that becomes its own problem. The manager changed the narrative and made it about me giving an attitude, which she is known for doing that. And here's another thing, too, that I want y'all to pay attention to. Notice how she immediately tries to play the victim card. Now, keep in mind what I just said. She immediately tried to play the victim card. She go into the store purposely acting the way that she's acting to get a rise, then when somebody call her out on that, then it's a problem. Don't this story sound familiar, y'all? Now, I know some content creators, they'll say, like, well, I don't know if I could tie in that story together. It's okay. I got y'all. I could tie it in together. But don't this sound familiar with the current situation that she was in? Could it been possible that she did the same exact thing, y'all? Could it been possible that she was being loud and obnoxious to this dude, provoked this dude, got up in this dude's face? The dude like, man, leave me alone, leave me alone. She started using ad hominems and all this other type of thing to demeanor this dude. Then next thing you know, enough is enough, and this dude ended up smacking her with a brick to get her off him. Could it be possible that's what happened? Just like in this same situation where the manager of the store got tired of it and like, look, you are disrupting our business. We want you to leave. And so according to their policy, they're going to call their security guard to escort you out of the store. Because every retail chain store can refuse services to you if they feel that you're being inappropriate in their establishment. They have the right to do that. It don't have nothing to do with racism or anything like she's trying to spin this off. It don't have nothing to do with racism. But thank y'all for tuning in to the stream. Y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up, y'all, because I'm cooking tonight. Let me look at some of these comments. Once again, Gail, thank you. Gail, she said this, old girl's a whole mess and people are still defending her. No one is saying it's okay to hit anybody with a brick, but I don't tolerate lying and scamming. Facts. And that's the same thing I say too, Gail, is that I don't condone violence for anyone. I don't condone violence for anyone. I don't condone her getting hit by a brick. But since she's spinning this narrative that it's black men's fault for her situation, then no, that is not cool. See, people, especially these beta male simps and these feminists out there, they need to understand the argument of what we having right now. The argument, it does not have nothing to do with her being assaulted, because we all agree on that she shouldn't be assaulted. But however, the argument is that she's saying that these men who were out there should have intervened and helped her. They should not. We don't agree with that. Because it's not their business, especially if she was out there provoking the whole situation. That's what we're talking about. That's where the disagreement is coming from. So yeah, even just like I stated earlier in my show, if I were to be out with my wife, right? If I were to be out with my wife and I were to see this situation, guess what? I will keep walking because it is none of my business. Even so, my own wife will like, you better not go over there and help that woman. You better come on and go, because you don't know what could possibly happen. But it's beta male simps and feminist women who are so caught up thinking that a man's supposed to sacrifice his life for another woman that he don't know. Then if something were to happen to that man, right, guess what? They're not going to be there to pay for his medical costs if he get injured. They're not going to be there if, Lord forbid, he end up dying from that incident. They're not going to be there to pay for his funeral costs. They're not going to be there to help his widow wife grieve. They're not going to be there to support not only his widow wife, but his children. All they're going to do to say, well done, man. That's all they're going to say. Well done. You're protector. And that's it. And you know what? A matter of fact, you know, I just thought about this too. Let me put myself on camera real quick. I just thought about this too, y'all. I just thought about this. I'm honestly believing the reason why these feminist type women are saying that they want all men to protect women no matter what, no matter if you know them or not. I'm honestly believing the reason why they're saying it is because they want to eradicate men. They want to exterminate men. I have seen different content creator, women content creator, and some beta male simps too out there who are content creators. All of them were saying the same exact thing. They're saying we need to get rid of men. We need to separate ourselves from men. I wish men would want to unalive themselves. What better way for men to unalive themselves is to get caught up in a situation to where they end up fighting against each other and then end up on unaliving each other so they could celebrate their victory. What better way to do that than to sit up here and manipulate these dudes thinking that this is the correct form of action to do, when logically it's not. This is why on my channel I talk all the time about men having emotional intelligence. You have to have emotional intelligence and common sense to know when situations is good for you and when situations is not good for you. It is not good nor beneficial for you to go out and try to simp and put on your simp cake for a woman that you don't even know. I don't care if you're not even married. I don't care. I don't care if you're a single man and you just so happen to see this same situation. It is not beneficial for you to go and try to intervene in that situation. Now, if you want to in the background, call the police and stuff like that, by all means, do that. You do that. Call the police, do that. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But to literally go and run and try to find this dude and try to confront this dude, why you do that? Blah, 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 blah. No. Your life is too short and too precious to be doing that. Furthermore, every woman who's sitting up here saying that you should do that, there's something wrong with them. And that's facts. It is something wrong with them. Because your life is just as precious as their life. And here's another thing too. What if the situation were to be in reverse, right? What if it was in reverse? Would a woman intervene with a man who's been assaulted by another woman? Let's put it out there. We talking about equality, right? We're talking about that this is what men's supposed to do, right? So what if the situation was in reverse? Will a woman do the same thing? Another woman assaulted this dude. This dude like, no, get off of me, stop, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me. Would another woman intervene for that man that she don't know? I have not yet to see no woman do that. The only type of woman that will do that if that woman know that man that's being assaulted by that woman, then of course she'll do that because that's what they're supposed to do. So if a woman wouldn't do that, then why you had an expectation for a man to do that? That's what I'm saying. Now, Gail, she also said this, you know good and well, she telling the story to fit the narrative that she's a victim of racism, supremacy, comparing this mess with Arbery is disrespectful. It is. Sour Patch, salute. Welcome, girl. Appreciate you. Then our girl, she said that she doesn't even like Black Americans, but make stories and talk about how Black struggles when don't nobody be thinking about her. And that's another thing too, Gail. There's another thing too. I'm glad that you brought this up because I had brought this up last night when I was talking about this. Through my experience of dealing with Africans, right? I have learned that Africans do not associate themselves with Black American men and women. They do not associate themselves with them, nor they don't respect Black American men and women. I done heard it through their mouth. They said that Black men are lazy, we're bums, we don't know how to treat our women. They're saying the Black women over here are ratchet, ghetto, and all kind of stuff. So one other thing that they do, right, is that they sit up here and say that they're not quote unquote Black American, right? But yet and still, they will associate themselves to Black American struggles in America as though it's their struggle too. Just like what Gail was saying. They don't want to have nothing to do with Black Americans, but however, they will associate themselves to Black American struggles. Just so they could get a rise out of it, just so they could quote unquote say they have a Black card, just so many of them who are content creators, they can set up her grift content based on Black American struggles. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yet still, you don't want to have nothing to do with Black Americans. And each and every last one of them told me that. I had the privilege of working with Africans who were from Ghana, Nigeria, Egypt, matter of fact, Somalians. And they all say the same exact thing. All of them. Yeah, facts. Emotional intelligence and discernment is facts. But yeah, they all say the same exact thing. So this woman here, she was basically using this narrative for her own gain. And people just up her eating it up. These beta male simps eating it up, and these feminist women are eating it up. But not understanding that this woman is playing them. This is the reason why she got this account right here. This is the reason why she got this GoFundMe account. She played them before for this 4,800. She playing them now for this 40,000 now and still going. This woman just straight playing them. Then on top of that, you want to know what else disrespectful. I don't know if y'all pay attention to this picture, but you want to know what else disrespectful is that she gonna sit up here and try to associate herself as being a Black American. And guess what she's eating? She's eating a watermelon. To try to say that she's part of the Black culture, Black American culture, by eating a watermelon. How disrespectful is that? Look, y'all, I'm Black. They said Black people love watermelon. How disrespectful is that? But yeah, I don't know if y'all caught on to that. But even her situation, y'all, same as that situation. Sitting up here scamming people for $40K. Scamming people for $4,800. And they ain't even keeping up with this. And what's so sad about it is that this. So y'all know, and I'm associate this with religion, all right? Y'all know that in some religions or in some churches, right, the member of the congregation know good and well that their pastor is full of shit, right? But they don't care about their pastor being full of shit, and yet they're still supported. Even when all the information and evidence is pointing towards that pastor being full of shit. This is the same exact situation. They know that this woman was full of crap. All this evidence is coming out against her. They know that. But yet and still, they're like, we're looking at the bigger picture. She's been a representative to us because she had opened up a conversation that we been talking about. Same thing with the one pastor. That pastor, he opened up a conversation for us where he's talking about that we're going to be blessed and prosperous, even though they do take y'all money. He rolled around in a nice vehicle in a nice house, taking y'all money while y'all sitting up here struggling like to pay your bills. Same thing with this woman. While y'all sitting up here donating to her for alleged medical bills. Guess what? She's up here taking that money and laughing at y'all. Like, I did it again, girl. I did it again. These fools are crazy. These fools are crazy. Yeah, girl, she said she have a few African friends, but African like that do exist. Yeah, facts, it is. That being my experience, girl. That being my experience. Now, I'm not saying all of them are like that. Because there are some that really are genuine good people. But many of them, and can be, I agree with you. I can't stand watermelon. I guess I lose my black card on that one, but I don't like watermelon either. I can't stand watermelon. I cannot eat watermelon. I tried to eat watermelon a lot of times. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, let's get back to this other one real quick. Right here? Okay. Yeah, let's get back to this other one real quick. Then we're gonna be done with this. All right. So now back to the story here. Now on this part, it says this. This is a permanent issue which Osman described as being infantized. That was the first layer. I am not a child. I don't need my attitude managed. This is what she said. I am not a child. I do not need my attitude managed. Whenever I heard people say that, it don't matter if it's a man or woman. Whenever I heard people say that let me know right off the bat that they don't want to take accountability for their behavior. Furthermore, they want people to accept them for the way they are. They want you to accept them for being toxic. Because they feel like that they're entitled to be the way that they are. They feel like that. But no, people don't have to accept your toxic behavior, especially if it's affecting people negatively, especially in this situation where it's affecting this business in a negative way. So yeah, they have every right to disengage and do what they need to do to protect their brand or protect themselves. Every right. She said I need to pull my black card. She said, Sour Patch said she loved watermelon. I bet you do love watermelon, Sour Patch. What the hell? But anyway, salute everybody who's on tuning in right now. Thank y'all so much. Everybody who's coming in right now. Everybody who's live in the chat right now. Scorpion lady, Miss Bully, I see you in the chat as well. Salute, thank you. And everybody who's watching the stream in the chat, everyone who's watching in the bushes, and everyone who's catching the replay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up as you come in. All right. So we're still talking about Rhoda, whatever her name is. But yeah. All right, so as Osman explained, black people are the sole race of people expected to deal with bigotry, racism, sexism, and more in a calm manner. The manager and security guard expectation was, we are going to harass her until she yells, screams, or more, making room for them to react however they saw fit. But I would have every right to react that way. The fact that I have to develop this inhuman skill to respond to harassment and abuse in a common way is such a huge burden. Don't want to take accountability for her action and behavior. Another issue Osman noted is policing. Oh, Lord. Stating what likely angered the individual who made the report against her was the fact that she could not police Osman as she spoke in her native language, therefore stripping that individual from direct agency over her. What? What does her language have anything to do with that? So is she sitting up here talking about that since she's using her native language and then she's from Africa? Is she sitting up here saying that by her being in Africa, right, being from Africa, that she don't have jurisdiction, so the law over here in this country, but you're living over here now as a refugee, well, as a documented, I'm assuming that she's a documented alien over here. So if you're a documented alien over here, that means that you're subject to our laws and regulation in this country. It don't matter if you speak any type of language. That's like us saying, since we speak abundance, police don't have no jurisdiction to exercise laws on us if we're breaking the law. Like, what sense does that make? That's like saying people who speak Spanish, who are Spaniard, they don't have no one jurisdiction of the laws in this country. This woman goofy. So, as a black woman, the belief others how they can bulldoze and harass me, but she couldn't when I was speaking in my own language. So she's saying that since she was speaking her own language, she felt that speaking her own language empowered her. So much so where it made the manager of the store afraid of her. Wow. As a result, the individual in the dollar store took matters into their own hands, as she should have, as the manager. The manager and security guard expectation was, we're going to harass her. We already read that bull crap. Now they fixing to relate this story to Ahmaud Arbery. But on February 23rd, Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old black man, was fatally shot by a white man. Gregory McMitchell, 64, and Travis McMitchell, 34, his son, had been identified as the man involved in the murder. Travis has been identified as shooter by GBI. The Matt Michaels can be seen approaching Arbery after following him in their pickup truck in the viral video. You know what? I ain't gonna read all this. We already know the story that happened with this, so I'm not gonna reemphasize this. Skip on down. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. All right. So she said the loss of Arbery in the matter is one Osman relate to. As soon as I saw the news of Arbery, it reminded me of all the times I've been in close call situations like that. And that's why I posted my own experience, because this is what black people deal with all the time. But keep in mind, she's not from America, but she deal with this all the time. Let's go. She continued, I was so grateful to not have gone to jail or died in the dollars. What? I'm so grateful to not have gone to jail or died in the dollar store situation. Small transgression turned into big things quickly, and I could see similarities. The fact we get into the benefit of the doubt, the fact we never get stranger support, anything said about black people is just belief. Osman believed the violent reactions to black people trans a micro level, the lack of empathy for black people, the lack due process for black people, and the way black people are hyper policed and persecuted. Now, I got a question too. Since she's using this narrative about black people now, if she really feels this strongly about black people or black Americans, right, why does she have such a disdain for black men in this country? Why does she have such a disdain for us? Why does she look down on us? Why does she belittle us? A matter of fact, just to prove my point on this, I shared this video last night, but I'm going to share this video again with y'all. Just to prove a point. Just prove a point to y'all. I'm going to share it again to y'all.
Every black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones. And the two. Bitch, not even the three. Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately, because they only protect what they possess. But we protect everybody and we provide, baby, okay?
She put out this video talking down on us black men who from America, saying that we don't protect, we don't provide, we don't do none of that stuff. But in fact, it's the women over here in this country that does it all. The women in this country do everything, protect, provide, all this stuff according to her narrative. And there's something else that she shared too that I want y'all to listen to.
Everybody, and we provide, baby, okay? So I hope you catch a girl tonight, because I hope I do. Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately, because they only protect what they possess.
Now, there's another narrative that she's talking about, right? She said men only protect what they possess. So let me ask y'all this question real quick. Let me ask y'all this question. How do y'all feel about this word of possession? Do y'all fear the word possession as she's using this? And I'm talking to the women in the chat. Do y'all fear this word possession? When she said a man only protect what they possess. Do y'all fear this word possession? Do this word possession triggers you? And I want y'all honest opinion about this. When you hear the word possession, do this trigger you to make it seem like you're lower than a man, that a man is belittling you? PMP was so with a salute. Y'all put in the chat because I honestly want to know. I honestly want to know. Because just like I say, right now, a lot of the feminist content creators, they're using this narrative right now, saying that men are possessive. The only way a man would protect them if we have possession of them. So I honestly want to know, do y'all fear this word possession? Do y'all hear this word possession as a negative word? Now, Gail, she says this, the word doesn't trigger me, but the way she used it was in an attempt to trigger you. Facts. I agree. I agree. Sal Patch, she said, nope, it don't trigger me at all. Because I'm bringing this up for a reason. Because part of what she's saying as far as the possession part, it is true. But I'm going to break this thing down for y'all in a few minutes. I'm going to break it down in a few minutes. You say she's a doctor? No, she's on studying for a PhD. But she don't disclose what PhD that she's pursuing. All we know that she's in school in Houston to study for a PhD. We don't know what it is. But I'm gonna break this thing down for y'all about possession, okay? And I want y'all to understand this. What she was saying is true. That when a woman is with a man, that is considered as a possession. That is true. Likewise, when a man is with a woman, that is considered as possession. That is true. But possession is not a negative word. But when you have people like her and other feminists using this word, they use this word in a negative way to create a false narrative about the whole usage of the word. But possession is nothing negative unless you make it negative. The whole point about possession is this: when you possess somebody, that means that you own them. You have some type of ownership over them. That means that you have qualified for certain benefits or entitlement of the person that you're in possession with. Like, say, for example, let's talk about inanimate things like, a car or whatever, right? When you have possession of that car or you own that car, right, that means that you're entitled to everything that car offers to you. It's going to get you from point, it's going to take care of you. It's going to get you from point A to point B. You can enjoy the exterior of the car, how the way it look. You even have the benefit or enjoying the interior of the car or how the way it is. The radio system, the heating, the cooling system, Bluetooth, everything that car offers, because you are now in possession of that car. Likewise, in relationships, when you say that you're committed to a person, right, that's pretty much what you are committed to, that you're now in possession of that person. This is the reason why, legally, you sign a marriage certificate. A marriage certificate shows you legally that you're now in possession of that person. That's pretty much what it means. Because if that be the case, it wouldn't be a need for a marriage certificate. Because it means that you're in possession of that person. When you own that car or vehicle, guess what they give to you? They give you a title to confirm that you are now the owner or possession of that vehicle. They give you a marriage certificate to let you know that you in possession of this relationship. They give you birth certificates to let you know you're in possession of your child. Y'all see where this is going? So possession is not a negative word. Only when people like her make it a negative word. Because some people fear possession. They fear possession the same way how they fear the word submit. They fear possession the same way how they fear the word submit. Now, I can understand that there are certain people out there, right, who would take advantage of situations. There are certain people out there who would take advantage of possession. They'll take advantage of submission, and they will put people into this emotional space because they was using and abusing their privilege over that person. The people I'm talking about is these narcissistic people out there. These narcissistic, controlling people out there. They the one who sit up here and abuse people. They the one who abuse the privilege of submission. They the one who abuse the privilege of possession. And so since that person experienced that traumatic experience, right, now they fear the word of possession. They fear the word of submission. Because rightfully so, as human beings, we learn from the errors of our way of certain mistakes that we make. So therefore, we want to prevent that from happening. So the best way they can not experience that traumatic situation again is to do what? Set up a wall of protection over them. This is normal behavior, what people do. This is why also I tell people this too, like if you ever been in a traumatic relationship, it is imperative for you to make sure that you seek professional help. Get therapy and everything so you can heal and recover. Especially if you feel like you're going to enter into another relationship in the future. It is imperative that you do that. Because if not, then that cycle is going to continue, because what's going to end up ultimately happening is that, well, actually one or two things is going to happen. First thing is that you're going to end up attracting the same type of person who's originally abusive to you again. Because by your nature, you're going to resort back to what is most familiar to you, what is most comfortable to you. This is the reason why men and women be caught in a cycle over and over again, attracting these same type of people, because you go back to what you're familiar with. But when you have therapy, right, they will teach you the certain triggers so you won't get caught up and do that. The second situation is this. You will end up becoming the very person that you fear. Where you end up becoming that narcissistic person because you never healed. And so the cycle keep going. So that's why I say it's imperative that if you've been through these type of traumatic experiences, that you make sure that you are straight. Make sure that you do therapy. And when I say therapy, I'm not talking about go to your pastor and let your pastor pray over you. I'm not talking about that, which is spirituality is cool. Religion is cool, but there are certain things that certain areas that religion cannot cover, and it takes a professional person to help you with that. Most of them pastors, even though they don't study psychology as an elective course, they're not fully knowledgeable about how the way the human mind works. They only know a little bit of it versus a person who's professional in it. So that's what I'm saying. It's imperative for you to do that, to get out of that experience. I believe that this experience with her, she'll experience this type of traumatic experiences, and this is the reason why she's the way that she is right now. She had this disdain for black men is because she experienced a traumatic experience with a black man or several black men. Maybe she was in that same cycle where she kept attracting the same person over and over and over and over again. And to the point she just said, forget it. All men are the problem. So now I'm going to be a lesbian because I know women is not going to treat me this way. And so that's what led her to become a feminist. That's what led her to be part of the LGBTQ community. That's what led her to bring up this Aubrey situation where she talking about alleged police brutality, but it never happened to her. Because we all know, if y'all been following BLM, we all know that what's BLM about, Black Lives Matter. We know what that's about. We know that the founders are lesbians and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we know that that whole organization is not built towards protecting black people, but that whole organization is really built to protect the LGBT community, which she's a part of. Now, do I have any disdain for the community? No, I don't. But I have to call the reality for what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, and that's facts, girl. Yeah, she do. She claimed that she's Muslim too. So how in the world you're Muslim, but you're part of the LGBT community? I know what it is. I know what it is. She is what you consider a New Age Muslim because the New Age Muslims they they do whatever. They don't follow their doctrine or belief. They make it up as they go, as they see fit. Because if she part of the traditional being a Muslim or being part of Islam and things like that, they're not gonna let that fly. They're not going to let that fly at all. So I think that it's important, even though we out here, us content creators, we out here, we clouding the hell out of the story, which I thank her for this because I ain't going to lie. These past couple of days, I'm sitting up here fishing for some content, and she just gave all of us a blessing because we all needed it as content creators. We all needed this blessing. So we can actually thank her for giving this wonderful story for us to cover. Because now her story has opened up a lot of conversation and a lot of content for us as content creators. So thank you. Thank you for that. But we also have to understand the behavior, the reason why the way that she is. And I believe that a lot of people are missing the mark on that. A lot of people is missing on the mark of the why. Why is she like this? Why she's doing this? Of course, we know it's because of money, but we got to understand the whole psyche behind this. The true reason why she's doing this is because she dealt with some traumatic experiences in her life. She dealt with some men in her life that didn't value her as a woman. She dealt with some men in her life that used and abused her. I don't know about her family history because she keep her family history very private. I don't know if she have a father in her life, a mother in her life. I have no idea. But I could speculate that if she did have that relationship with her father, I could speculate her personality would be totally different. Because it's something about when a woman has a father in their life, especially through their upbringing, it's something about that when they have that active father in their life, where that father could guide them about different things about life, guide them about how the way men are or how the way the world works and different things like that. There's something about that because it creates a different worldview for them. Where now they feel more protected, and they know how to choose better, especially choosing better for people who will be a suitable mate for them, because they father the one who set that foundation. Well, she look at her father and see how the way her father is treating her mother, and she want to mimic that same type of relationship, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you don't have that type of relationship in your life, then unfortunately, this will become the end result where you just have to go and just wing it and just figure it out for yourself. And so I believe that her behavior, what she's showing, is that she's just out here winging it. It could be a possibility that the reason why she migrated in this country, it could be a reason. It could be a reason that her family disowned her. Deep down inside, she wanted to, really live this American life. She felt this American life was very appealing, especially in the LGBT community, and she was talking about it, and her parents wasn't having it. And so she decided to run away from her country, run away from her home, migrate over here into the United States and live her life the way that she wanted to live it. It's possible. And that's facts too. And that was the point that I was bringing up too, Gail. That it could be possible that she decided to do this and they disowned her. And so she decided to migrate to America to live her best life. And so in a direct resort of what happening with her situation with her parents, if they're living, the direct resort is that she pretty much resembled them, a characteristics of being rebellious. Hence the reason why she's being all loud and obnoxious. She's doing all this twerking on videos and doing all this stuff that she knows she wasn't raised to do, is because her parents shelter her from doing that. Which will make sense. It'll make real good sense for her doing this. And she got caught up with some friends or homegirls or whatever and stuff, right? Where they told her, hey, you know what would be a great idea if we could hustle these people. And she's like, all right, girl, say less. And that's what she's been doing. She's been sitting up here hustling people. Using, abusing, manipulate people into a narrative that they don't even understand. That they don't understand that this girl's sitting up here using them the whole entire time, playing them the whole entire time. So yeah, I'm not gonna want to read no more of this. If y'all want me to, I can share this on link for y'all where y'all can look at this story even further, this developing story even further about what happened to her at this Dollar Tree store or Dollar General, wherever the story is, right? Y'all can look at that. But the story is pretty interesting. But then, like I say, I brought this story up to share with y'all the whole narrative that she's running the same play again. She running the same as that play on these people again, and these people don't realize that. And that's the reason why people are having pushback the way that they are. That's the reason why people are pulling out these receipts on her. Now, there's one other thing, too, y'all, that I want to share with y'all, then we'll be done with this podcast. But first on Gail, she said this girl probably came here from school, met some Western ratchet women, lost her mind, went buck wild, and forgot her religion. Yeah. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. But there's one other thing I want y'all to I want to share with y'all, and this is just a speculation. I need to get more information on this, but I just want to get y'all perspective about this real quick. All right. So there's one other video, right? Y'all remember the that video where she was talking about she was up here fussing at these dudes for not protecting her, right? Now part of that video, right? I want y'all to pay attention to. There's a certain part of this video I want y'all to really pay attention to, right? Not this part. This part right here is what I want y'all to pay attention to. Is this her at the club? Yeah. Right. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. I'm creating another screen for this. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we don't need to add overlay to it, but I want to show y'all this. Now, right here, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. Now, I'm researching this, all right, but I want to get y'all perspective on this. Now, look at this. She's at the club. Do y'all notice something strange? Do y'all notice something strange about this? Now, she currently at this club or wherever she said that she's at, right? But do y'all notice something strange? And I kind of brought this, I kind of teased about this yesterday on my podcast. But do y'all know something strange about this? Absolutely. She's wearing a mask. Absolutely, Gail. What makes this even more strange is that she's wearing a mask, and keep in mind, she's in Texas. We've been experiencing our weather being between 105 and 110 every single day in Texas. So it's very strange for her to have a mask on when it's hot as hell in Texas. Because I'm from Texas too. But she's in the Houston area. But it being hot as hell in Texas. So I find it strange that she's wearing a mask. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up to y'all is this. I'm speculating that that whole situation with the brick is fake. That whole situation about the brick, I believe that is fake. I believe that no one ever hit her with a brick. I believe that she had did something to her face to make her face swell up. Maybe she had an allergic reaction or something, and it caused her face to swell up the way she did. And that is the reason why she's wearing this mask at this club. Because it wouldn't make sense that she is the only one there wearing a mask like this. It wouldn't make sense for her to do this unless it was something already wrong with her. So I'm speculating that she did something to her. Maybe, like I say, maybe she had an allergic reaction or something like that. Had to trigger that reaction to make her face swell up the way it did. And so she still wanted to go out. And she like, you know what? I'm just going to put a mask on. And she put this mask on. Put this mask on. Went out. Then when the event finally was over, she took the mask off and created this whole false story saying that a dude hit her with a brick. And this could be the reason why the dudes out there was just looking and staring like, man, what is she talking about? Or it could have been possible that even them people who were standing out there right, allegedly, who was standing out there right, was all part of this. Because once again, we know that she do skits and stuff too. So that could have been a part of this whole entire thing. She could have walked up and told like, hey, y'all, feels great, go live and do the skit real quick. And I'm gonna say that a person hit me with a brick and I want y'all to pretend. And they just like, well, whatever. Just like I say, I'm just speculating on this because to me, by me thinking about this, it will make perfectly good sense to why she's wearing a mask. Now, Gail say it's Halloween season and that kind of makeup is on the show. It is. And I thought, you know what? That's good, Gail, because you could also buy makeup They'll make it seem like your face is swelling up. And all you got to do is do the makeup really good. That's what Hollywood actors do when they, when they acting and doing fight scenes or whatever, and they show people eyes swell up and face swell up. They just have a really good makeup artist to do that. That could be possible too. That could be possible. But then again, if that is possible, then why would she go to the hospital after that? Knowing good and well that this is fake. Because I'm pretty sure the medical professionals, they'll look at that and know that, yeah, this is fake. You tripping. Get on out of here. But here's another thing too. Like even when she's in the hospital, right? Like I say, I'm in my conspiracy mode now, y'all. Even when she was at the hospital, right? There's certain things that she was doing at the hospital that was suspicious. She never really showed the full hospital room. You can only see certain parts of the hospital room. As y'all see, a nurse never came in there, even though there's a hospital bed right there. So it's a lot of things is very suspicious. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Yeah, why she had to take her clothes off just to get her face examined. There's another thing too. But that goes back to the narrative that I'm saying. The original narrative that maybe she had an allergic reaction because now they will make you undress yourself because they need to check your whole entire body and see if you have any type of allergic reactions all over your body. So they'll make you take your clothes off so they can examine you and see. To see if it's spreading. Just like what's that thing? Shingles. There's like shingles, right? Because if you have allergic reaction to shingles, it could be anywhere on your body. So the nurses have to examine your whole entire body to make sure that you're straight. So it could be possible that that's what that was. And she just made a story about it. But like I say, I don't know if this 100% facts or not. I don't have the full details, but that whole brick story is not selling to me at all, y'all. It really ain't. It really ain't because it just doesn't add up according to her account. It doesn't add up. Then the people who came out and spoke about it, like the gentleman who finally came out who's wearing the glasses. The reason why I'm not covering his story is because he had holes in his story too. Because one thing about me is that I am very analytical and I listen to everything that people say. And I listen to not only how the way they say it, I look at their body language and everything. And so even the dude who's wearing the glasses, the story that he was talking about, his whole body language is telling me differently. To be honest with y'all, his whole body language is telling me that he really wasn't there. He just clout chasing his whole entire thing. That's what his body language is telling me, to be honest. To be real honest. But once again, I'm just speculating that. I don't know if it's facts or not. I think there's other people that came out as well too. Body language is the same thing where it's not adding up. But yeah, other than that, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning into the show. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the thumbs up that y'all want giving me tonight. Appreciate everyone who want to share me out. Appreciate y'all sharing me out. Everyone who are participating in the chat tonight too. Gail, thank you so much for showing up too. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. You know, you're always welcome over here in the lounge, man. You're always welcome. And I thank my moderators as well too, pulling up too. Scorpio lady, appreciate you showing up. Sour Patch Rereader, thank you. PMP, what's up with it, bro? Thank you. Thank you. And who else? Constance was in the chat too. And Canby, thank y'all so much. And everybody else who are tuning into the show and the bushes, and everybody who's going to catch the replay of this. Thank y'all so much. So what would y'all think about my assessment of this situation? Do y'all agree with it? Do y'all disagree with it? Y'all let me know in the comments how you feel. Until then, I'll see y'all again on the next episode, all right? Y'all have a great and wonderful night, and y'all be safe out here in these streets. Peace out, y'all.